There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. OMG, man. We always have some type of technical difficulties. What's up with that? Okay, let's get our life together, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Trying to get my life. Trying to get my life. How about I put the Grinch right here for us to all watch? There we go. Okay, everybody's joining. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Community Time. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. I can't wait to talk to you all and to get into it. Oh no, Kelsey, say it ain't so. It's blurry. It looks clear on my side. No, not again. Is it blurry? Because I swear. What do you mean? What do you mean? It literally looks clear over here. So, okay. Okay. That's fine. Yep, that's fine. You want to be my 13th reason? That's absolutely fine. Y'all, this thing literally, I don't know. Let's see. Come on. Let's see. Is that any better? I don't think so. Maybe it's the Wi-Fi. I'm at home. I'm in my normal Wi-Fi. Maybe I'm too far away. Is that better? It's not focusing. Can you focus on me? Now is it focusing? I feel like we're a little bright, I'll tell you that much. I know it's wintertime, but we ain't never been light skinned. Okay. Is that better? It was focused on Grinch. Not focused on the Grinch. Please don't troll me. Is it better now? Focus on me too. Look at mom. It's just annoying because it literally looks clear here. So I'm like, I can't see that far. Does it look clear over there? Okay. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Happy Wednesday. Please tell me you guys are having a good Wednesday. Please tell me that you're having a good week. Please tell me that you're already on winter break or something. Give me all the good news. Where are you guys listening from? Where are you watching from? I don't understand how I literally set it up the same every time. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like, what is actually happening? Why is it being like this? Maybe it's not close enough. Okay. Let's all take a moment. I don't know about you guys, but I've had a week so far. So I am going to, first of all, welcome. Welcome to the Beauty and Brains Community Time. Very rough start. Sorry about that. If you're new here, the Beauty and Brains Community Time is a weekly live interactive YouTube show where like-minded professional school students and young adults can congregate, network, exchange advice, and take a break away from our studies, busy lives, and busy lives. Wow. Okay. Let's woo-ha. What? I can't even talk today. For community connection, peer mentorship, and encouragement. Is this the first time I talked out loud today? Okay. Okay. Now it's clear. I'm like, what's going on? I literally haven't even heard my voice today. It's only okay. I'm being dramatic, but I am going to pray over the call and then share my verse of the day, and we can do our Bible study. And in the meantime, I want you guys to share all of your updates for me to read once we get through it. Okay. Jesus, come visit us, please. Dear Heavenly Father, as we gather here today on this platform of the Beauty and Braids Community Time, we come before you with gratitude and open hearts. We recognize the power of community connection and the exchange of wisdom, and we seek your guidance and blessings for this gathering. We thank you for bringing us together and ask that you may grant us the wisdom to be kind and compassionate mentors to one another, to uplift and support our fellow community members in their pursuits, and to celebrate their successes as if they were our own. In times of doubt or uncertainty, may the Beauty and Brains community time be a place of solace and encouragement, a reminder that we are not alone in our journeys. We ask for your protection over this community, both online and offline. May it thrive, grow, and make a positive impact on the lives of all of those who participate. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, so verse of the day. This is actually from a sermon that I was listening to earlier today, which was like perfect timing because of what I have going on in my life and the situation that I was dealing with. And I also think this is really good for any people removal that you're having as you're going into the new year. It's actually really crazy because not even this, well, actually, kind of this time last year, I had to make a decision if I wanted, who I wanted to go with me into this year. And I'm so proud of myself because I was really standing on business. Before standing on business was a thing, I was standing on business. And I'm really proud of myself for that because it can be hard sometimes, especially when it's not off topic, but it's kind of random to bring up. But yeah, sometimes when people quote unquote haven't done things wrong, but you feel as though like you've just grown out of them, or it's just not the season for them, or they may be, a nice person, but they can't be that close to you. Like I've had this whole mindset this year where it comes to, like, the tiers of my friendship. And like the closer you are to me, the more, not necessarily things you have to have in common with me, but the more our moral values have to align. And you can't make it into the inner circle if like we don't align on certain things, if the way that we think doesn't match, if the way that we, I said in my vlog recently, I'm like, you can't be in my inner circle and you don't believe in God. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I say that to say that I've had a recent situation in my life that has required for me to let some people go. And so I ended up listening to the sermon by Pastor Mike McClure Jr., and he's the pastor at Rock City Church in Alabama, I think. It's some state in the South. And it's funny because my pastor has actually preached from this sermon before, like only a couple of months ago. But then when he preached from this again, so now it was a familiar story and I saw from a different context. So the scripture is Judges 7:2-6. And aw, Houston loves Dr. Brelynn. How sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, so Judges 7:2-6 says, the Lord said to Gideon, you have too many warriors with you. If I let all of you fight the Midianites, the Israelites will boast to me that they saved themselves by their own strength. Therefore, tell the people, whoever is timid or afraid may leave this mountain and go home. So 22,000 of them went home, leaving only 10,000 of them who were willing to fight. But the Lord told Gideon, there are still too many. Bring them down to the spring, and I will test them to determine who will go with you and who will not. When Gideon took his warriors down to the water, the Lord told him, divide the men into two groups. In one group, put all those who cup water in their hands and lap it up with their tongues like dogs. In the other group, put all those who kneel down and drink with their mouths in the stream. Only 300 of the men drank from their hands. All the others got down on their knees and drank with their mouths in the stream. And so the Midianites were attacking the Israelites, and Gideon was told that he was a mighty warrior and that he was going to have the Lord's army help him fight the Midianites. But he went from 30,000 to 300. And God did this. There's so many things in this. One, He did this because he said that you guys will boast to me that you all saved yourselves if I don't make it a little bit hard for you. If I don't remove all these extra people, you'll be able to boast. But what I really liked about the way, and that preaches to me because in another sense too, I'm in this situation where I'm like, you just know when stuff starts happening and you're like, okay, God, I get it. You want the glory. You want the glory for all of this. Let me not even try and have other people be in the situation where they can even pretend or, try and take credit for what you absolutely want the full credit for. So at the time where it feels like it's impossible, I'm like, well, God, why you want it this way? Like we could have a little bit more buffer room. And it's because like he wants all the glory, period. So that's one thing. And the second thing is that as we are moving into this new year, and again, thinking about maybe removing people, this is important because when you go from expectation to execution, there needs to be elimination, right? So at this point in the year, we're thinking about all the things that we want to happen next year. We have this expectation for what our next year is going to look like, or even just in a few weeks, a few months, a few days. Like I have an expectation of how I feel like this life is going to go. But in order for that to happen, I have to execute. And maybe I have to eliminate some things like some sleep or, whatever in the meantime. So he was talking about how God doesn't always add by adding, but sometimes he adds by subtracting. And so the Lord said that they were going to win, and that the issue wasn't if they were going to win, but the way that they were going to win. And he wanted them to win by leaning on him and trusting on him. That way that he could get the glory at the end. And so the two things that I wanted to point out was that in the scripture, it says, if they are timid and afraid, they may leave. And so God gave them an option to leave. And so if people are scared, if people don't have the aspiration, if people don't see the end goal, if people are kind of just like, I don't know about this, like, I'll see I'll believe it once I see it. Those are the people that you can let go because they're comfortable, and you can't have people around you who are comfortable and who won't like fight for the vision with you. And the second thing is to let go of the people who were too thirsty. He was talking about the people who was at the water well. And that just kind of goes to like the people who lack alignment, the people who aren't in alignment again with your vision for what God has called you to do. So in this exact moment for when I'm like, dang, I gotta subtract these people from my life, and like it kind of makes me a little bit sad or whatever, I'm just thinking it's okay, I can let them go because they lack aspiration and they lack alignment. So that is my verse of the day in my little Bible study. And I hope that it blesses you as much as it has blessed me. Definitely check out Rock City if you guys have not already. I really, really love his sermons. I think that he is a great pastor. Okay, now it's time for me to get into the comments here and see what is going on. Okay, we've got people calling in from Houston, Oregon, Bunn, North Carolina, Atlanta. Yes, happy holidays. So Charlotte, I actually was thinking about going to Charlotte recently, but I don't think I'm going to go. I love this quote, Jessica. Sometimes God adds to your life by subtracting. That's so good. That's so good. So sometimes it is harder to believe that, when you're going through it, but we know that it's true. We know that it is true. So that is my verse of the day. That is what I am meditating on today. Okay, so Kelsey says that she just got home from work. This was her last day in the office for this week. She is working from home tomorrow, and then she's on vacation. Woo, woo. Woo, woo. Congratulations. Happy holiday time. Mine is actually the opposite. You guys know I am hybrid, so I am virtual all the time, except for on Thursdays when I go in and sometimes on Fridays, even though I can go into the office whenever I want to. I have yet to go in when I don't need to. But just because it's kind of cold right now, and it's like if I don't have to like leave my house, I don't really want to. But so I have been virtual this entire week. I'm always virtual, but tomorrow I have to go in, and tomorrow is my last day. So I have been, y'all know what that means. on my laptop working because I have a deadline tomorrow. And so I want to get it done. That way I can like turn it in by my deadline and then be free. And on Friday, I'm taking my flight to Orlando. And then on Saturday, we zock out and I go on my family cruise. So I told you guys that I will be going on a cruise with my family this holiday season. It's from, I think, the 22nd to the 30th. So we'll be there for a long time. It is my first time going on a cruise in a long time. I have been before, but literally when I was a child, like we went on a family vacation before, not a child, but I was maybe like 12, 13. If you've been on a cruise, what are the tips that you guys have? Because I hope they've got good Wi-Fi. So speaking of, with that in mind, this is actually going to be the last community time of the year. Don't hate me, don't hate me, don't hate me. But I always get confused because I am back to vlogging now. So I know, Jessica, I know, I'm crying too. But the tears, they're on the inside. No, I really am sad. But I was just thinking about it, and I was saying that sometimes when I'm vlogging and I do community time, I literally will tell the vlog. I think I already told you guys this, and I realized I said in community time, and then vice versa. I'm like, I think I already told you guys this, but maybe I said it on the vlog. Basically, I just lost my train of thought because I was reading you all's comments. Basically, I want to start the new year fresh. And so all of these vlogs that I have like in my archive, that's why you guys have been seeing me post like 2-hour, 1-hour vlogs. I'm trying to get them all out there. That way, at the beginning of the new year, I'm posting in real time. You guys are not that far behind, but I literally started way back in July, and it's just been a lot, and it's just been kind of stressing me out. I don't feel as connected with you guys because I feel like you all are watching like previous things, and I'm like, there's like this, I don't know how to describe it, this weird amount of anxiety that happens when I know that I have videos that are like in the vault that I need to edit. And even though I can post them like once a week and be ahead, I don't like to be too ahead because then it takes away like the real timeness. And especially when I'm doing community times, I'm talking to you guys in real time, and then like my vlogs are like a month or so behind. So that has really been kind of like really bothering me. So I'm like, okay, when the new year starts, I don't want to be posting vlogs from the old year. I am going to vlog on the cruise. I don't know if it's going to be a long vlog or not, but I am going to vlog because we are going to be going like to different islands and things. So we already know, like, we love a good travel vlog. Excuse me. Well, I love to vlog when I'm traveling because I like to document the experience. Again, I can't guarantee too much because I will be there on Christmas. You guys know how Christmas is for me and my family. You can always tell the difference by my hairstyle. No, exactly. That's so funny. Even that like gives me the ick. Like, no, you guys should be thinking like, no. But anyway, so yeah, I basically am going to try and push out all these videos for the end of the year. And while I'm on the cruise, I'm going to be vlogging, and that'll be the first video of the new year. That's the plan. With that being said, I am like trying to get all these videos edited. That way I can have them scheduled to go up. And so next week on Wednesday, there'll be a new vlog up instead of community time, but it'll be at 5 p.m. instead of 7 p.m. So you won't miss me too much. Like I'm still going to feed y'all. You know, I care about it. I won't leave you hungry, baby. Ew. But yeah, so I am going to upload the vlog on Wednesday, and then Sunday, and then Wednesday again. And then let me look at what the calendar is. Let me look. So next Wednesday is going to be, so Sunday, you're going to receive a video on Christmas Eve, and then the 27th. Yeah. So yeah, we're only missing 1 week. Yeah, so you got 3 vlogs, the 24th, the 27th, and then the 31st. And then on January 3rd, we will be back like we never left. So just a 1-week break. Again, just so that while I'm off on the cruise, I'm not trying to like figure out Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff, because that's a lot. Oh my gosh, Sharon says it's her first community time. Welcome, Sharon. I hope you are enjoying yourself so far. I'm sorry, we're definitely not doing this the way we're supposed to be doing it, but it's whatever. We just do whatever we feel like we need. So, we are celebrating the fact that we are this close to our winter break, whatever that means. It looks like for us. For me, it looks like tomorrow I have to turn in my first draft, which is my deliverable, and then I have to go into the office, and then I'm free. After that, I need to maybe pick up one more Christmas gift, do some wrapping, and then do like a little bit of Christmas stuff tomorrow. Where are you guys at in your Christmas giving? Have you bought all your gifts? Have you wrapped all your gifts? Let me know. I want to know about y'all Christmas gifting situation right now, because this is a funny time of the year where it's like some people are done. Some people are like, I haven't started. I only have one more thing that I need to get, and then I just need to wrap. And it's so funny because I don't know how to wrap gifts. I'm literally going to Google how to wrap gifts and wrap these presents. I actually have to pick some up from the concierge downstairs. I have some packages in, and I think those are my last bit of gifts. And like I said, there's one more thing that I want to get, but I think I need to get it from maybe like Whole Foods, or like I think I need to go somewhere and get it. I tried to get it online, and by the time I thought about it, it was like kind of too late. So, by the way, can you guys hear my space heater going off? Anyway, so yeah, that is tomorrow. And then, like I said, then I also need to pack. I haven't packed a thing. And like normally I kind of know like what outfits I want to wear, but I have just been in such a winter fits mood. Like I know all the clothes that I want to wear like for the winter and get my outfits out. Like I know I'm going to wear tomorrow for work, and then blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, oh, on this cruise, we're going to be like on the island. So again, if you guys have some cruise tips, leave them down below, because I have not been on a cruise in a very long time. And I'm like, oh, I want to make sure that I'm prepared. Like, what do I need? So I'm like, okay, I want to try and still work out on the cruise, because I think that it would be fun, like to wake up late and then like to work out, and do like long workouts. I wish they had a sauna on the cruise. That would be really nice. And maybe I'll work out like with my mom or my sister, depending on if they want to. And then what? You go to the pool, you lounge around. I have a very long list. We're going to get into my book reads. I'm going to read my book. I'm going to do like some other work, like prepare for the things that I want to do for the new year. And then, but also, when you look at the cruise schedule, we only at sea for like 3 days. It's like we're at sea, and then like the next day we're at an island, and then the next day we're at another island. Then the next day we're at another island. Then we're at sea. It's like Christmas, and the next day. So it's like I actually won't have that many days where I'm just on the boat, which is good. But also like, wait, is this a vacation, or am I going to be like, doing the excursions every day? But I'm excited because I haven't been to any of these like islands, any of these countries before. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, it's different. I haven't been on a cruise in a while. I'm excited to like actually be looking forward to a vacation, and not just like, oh, okay, I don't have to go into work, but like, no, I physically will be on vacation. I think that a cruise is nice because I will both be able to like be hands off, but also like still get them passport stamps. I don't think I need your pass. I know I need my passport. I don't think they actually stamp it, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to go to new islands and stuff, which is fun. It's also fun to go somewhere warm because it's been cold here. Like it's freezing. If you guys don't know, this is the darkest week of the year. Like the sun sets the earliest. Now from here, the sun starts to set a little bit later and later and later until until June 20th, which is the longest day of the year. So fun fact, once you make it past this, you've made it past the shortest sunlight week of the year. Anyway, how's everybody's seasonal depression doing? Are we all right? Are we doing okay? I am honestly kind of fine. Surprisingly, I don't really know why. I don't really know what the difference is. I would say because I've really been in the house. I would say the only difference is that my gym is surrounded by all those windows. If you guys see when I work out, either on the vlogs or like on YouTube, on Instagram. And so a lot of times I'm like looking outside the window, and even though I don't go outside, I'm looking outside, and I usually work out in the morning time, like in the beginning of the day. So that's about as much sunlight as I get. And then I just be in the house. Anyway, yeah, so I have been working on getting all the vlogs edited for you guys. That way I have those 3 videos up for you all. And then on the 3rd, we'll be back for community time. And then hopefully by then, I'll be all cut up, and then you guys can, watch the cruise vlog, and yeah, we'll talk about it at community time, and then maybe you'll see that Sunday. Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you, Lee. These braids eat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, let me see what y'all talk about, and then we can move on to the things we're supposed to be doing for community time. Because y'all, we are so not on, but whatever. We're just vibing. Wow, it's already been 25 minutes. What have we done in 25 minutes? It's okay. We're keeping it very casual today. It's first of all, I want to turn off the space heater because I'm actually a little bit hot. I was freezing. Hi. Okay. Jessica moved from Florida to Seattle. Jessica, how do you like it? I think we talked about this in the last community time, right? I'm trying to get comfy, y'all. We finna get comfy. I may not be in focus, but we finna be comfy. Okay, so I need to bring a power bank with me. You went on a cruise for your B-Day last year. Cool. Let's see, what else? Yeah. Oh, we are chilling. Happy holidays. I live on an island where cruise ships dock, but I've never been on one and probably won't. Really? That's interesting. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's focusing on this thing instead of on me. That could also be the reason why I'm not in focus. Is it better now? It's the way that I look like a little cranberry drop. That is so interesting. I wonder what island that is. I love how when you are like a touristy album, how good like the tourism is. Like everybody there is usually super nice on islands like that because they care about tourists and they care about you guys, like they care about us liking our experience and things like that. But if you see everybody come and they're enjoying the experience, how come you don't want to hop on one yourself, girl? It's tough vlogging in real time. Give yourself grace. Oh, thank you so much, Jessica. It definitely is tough. It's like pros and cons. Like when you vlog in real time, there's the pressure of like, if I don't edit this vlog right now, then there's nothing to go up. So then I missed a week. Whereas when you are ahead, it's kind of like, okay, like if I don't edit this video right now, like I can just post one that I already have, if that makes any sense. But you just feel like you always have like all these open tabs or like all like missing assignments. Wow, my hair is really showing off for you guys and snagging when like it has not snagged the whole time I've had it installed. Anyway, yes, please like the video if you haven't already. Give me a little heart, thumbs it up. You didn't start Christmas shopping. I have one more gift left to get. Good, Kendra. Proud of you, girl. I have nothing, nada. School is taking a toll on you. And you know what? I get it. Like I said, and I think I already uploaded that vlog. If not, it's the vlog coming up where I did Christmas shopping for my family this year. But guess what? We're not doing gifts this year. And it's like, y'all need to make up your mind because be so for real. Like, but for me this year, with me not being in school, I have so like in comparison to being in school, my think bank is like so free and open to do whatever I want to do. So I'm like, I'm literally buying myself stuff all the time. Like I have an amazing income coming in. Like it would be really selfish of me, especially with the amount of shopping that I do at this point, which I'm really going to cool out in the new year. Like I was going crazy, but relaxing. I don't need anything. That's why I'm also kind of just like, if I don't get gifts this year, it's fine. I literally don't need anything. I've bought multiple bags, coats, shoes, perfumes. My hair is done. Like the gift that I would like, if somebody were to gift me something, which I don't think they will, but I would really like a facial. I would really like a massage because those are things that it's so hard for me to pay for myself. I don't know why. I just really feel those. I really feel like, dang. Even my nails, like I don't mind dropping a bag on my nails, but if somebody were to pay for me to get a facial or a massage, I would be very happy about that. But I'm not gonna get no gifts because everybody said we're not doing gifts this year. And I'm like, well, y'all gonna get gifts from me. So good news is that I didn't have to be like too picky, like, oh, I want to make sure that it's good and like I mentioned before too, I think it's kind of lame to do like the exchange of money. So like giving people a list and be like, okay, like this is what I want, buy me this, and this is what you want, I'll buy you that. Like I just bought everybody, I actually bought, my family's not going to be watching this. I bought everybody a perfume. So I bought my mom a perfume, which I know that she likes, and it's one that I bought myself and I really like it. So I know that she'll really like it too. Granted, she don't even be really whatever. That she likes getting perfume, so I bought her a perfume. Cool. My sister also really likes perfumes, and so if you guys saw it on the vlog, I got her one of the Sephora like perfume set things. Especially because I don't know her full collection. I know that she has a lot though, so it like has the sample sizes of a couple of different ones, and they're like the larger sample size, and you can take one in to Sephora and get the full size one. So I got her that way. Not only does she have all these, whatever, but she also has a full size perfume. She can get that. So then I also just got my brother a cologne because I was like, oh, I'm getting everybody fragrances. Why not just get him one too? So I went to Macy's the other day and I got him a fragrance. And so, yeah, that's what I did. Pretty simple. I just need to wrap their gifts. But like I said, I've never wrapped a gift in my life. I had a friend actually who used to wrap my gifts for me when I did need a wrap. And so this will be the first time, but follow la. It's the holidays time. Like, why not? I may do it tonight or I may do it tomorrow, even though tomorrow's gonna be, I really should do it tonight. Okay, so we'll do it tonight because tomorrow, I may not have time for it. But yeah, that's my that's how I'm feeling now. We'll see when I actually give everybody their gifts. I don't get nothing. I don't know. Right now I feel okay though. Because I feel blessed and I'm happy to give them things without like it not really, making a dent in my pocket. Like, I'm shopping anyway. Let me get y'all something. Anyway, take it to Barnes and Noble. They wrap for free. Really? They wrap what? They wrap anything? They wrap anything? Do you have to bring your own wrapping paper? Say it ain't so. Where's the closest Barnes and Noble to me? Kendra, you just changed the game. Do you have to buy something? Barnes and did y'all know about this? Barnes and there's one in Georgetown. Barnes and Noble wrapping, gift wrapping. Let's see. To add gift wrapping to an item at the who used to work there, they usually have their own wrapping paper. Well, I bought my own wrapping paper. Do you want to see what it looks like? Wait, I am so weak. Chocolate covered cranberry pies. China, that is absolutely hilarious. You got me. That's funny. Okay, this is my wrapping paper that I'm going to use. I got it from Nordstrom Rack. Can you guys see it? It says like fa la 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 la, and it's like pink and red. Dasher, Naughty, Prancer, Nice List, Ho Ho Ho, Mary. I just thought it was cute. Because it's pink, but it's also red, so it's Christmassy. Anyway, while I was out shopping for myself, I was like, oh, I should probably get some wrapping paper. But also, like, my brother's gift already came wrapped. Y'all see I'm right here by the tree. So like they gonna be mad because his is gonna come like this and theirs is gonna come looking like but this one was wrapped through the heart, and also I'm like, dang, this stuff is really gonna weigh down my luggage. I have to be very careful about that because, child, we know how. Okay. Yes, Barnes and Noble does offer gift wrapping. Program details below. Okay, where are the program details at? View details. Here we go. Okay, it's not showing. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you so much for sharing that, though. That's a really, really great tip. I am last minute Lucy this year. I need to get more gifts for family and my coworkers. Oh, that's really sweet. I'm really sad because I wanted my coworkers to do like a Christmas giving, like how I did Friendsgiving. And y'all saw the vlog, like I hosted Friendsgiving. So I'm like, okay, who's gonna host the Christmas one? Like we can do Secret Santa or, whatever, or like a white elephant, like clearly, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, and one person volunteered to do it, and she was also moving into like a new apartment, But then another one of our cohort members, her birthday was like last week. And so the week that we would have done it, we ended up going out for her birthday. That's in a vlog. You're going to see how that went. But basically, we didn't have the party. And I'm like, dang, I really want to do something because I love, like I said, like little things during the holidays that make it feel like the holidays time, other than just like the traditional, excuse me, Christmas Day stuff. But yeah, bring your own snacks. Do they not have food? I only thing that I remember about the cruise is that, and mind you, I'm pretty sure it was a Carnival cruise that I went on, is that there was like a 24/7 like burger and fries bar. Now, granted, I both want to watch what I'm eating and also pig out on this cruise. Does that make any sense? Like, it's the last couple of weeks of the year, and I've done really well with my exercise. And I think I'm going to talk about this next year. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I that was so nasty. I'm so sorry. But sorry. Um, I have done really well with working out. Like in the beginning of the year, I was like, okay, I really want to like, be more consistent. And I've been consistent in the gym the entire year. I'm so proud of myself. Like I said, I'm officially a gym girly. This next year, I want to add the balance of my diet, and not necessarily dieting, but like y'all know, I can eat very trash. And so I really just want to find the balance of, even when I'm busy, because the same thing where it's like, I wanted to find the balance where even when I'm busy, I find time to work out. Even when I'm stressed, I find time to work out. Even if I have to wake up early, I find time to work out. Like making balancing working out and having an active lifestyle in whatever my life looks like, no matter how it fluctuates. And so I think I've been successful doing that because my life has looked a lot like differently throughout this entire year. And I've still been consistent throughout the entire year. But food wise, it's like, if I'm stressed, I'm eating this. If I'm really trying to be, fit, I'm eating this. If I'm busy, I'm eating this. If I'm on my Zoom, I'm eating. And it's like, I just want to be consistently balanced. So eating out for, once or twice a week, like when I go out to dinner with friends or like whatever, but like multiple times a week is just crazy. And I really feel like I could be even more snatched if I actually watch what I ate. And so it's one of those things where I'm just like, I'm just going to try and not be strict on myself, but to again find the healthy balance. That way I'm not always like on and off and on and off, but I'm just like consistently on in a way that is sustainable, right? So with that being said, and also keeping in mind that in January, I know for a fact my church is going to do the fast again. And if y'all remember the vlogs from last year, the Daniel fast, or the beginning of this year, the Daniel fast took me out. The Daniel fast is so hard. I was hungry the whole time. So I'm thinking of that as like being kind of like my reset. And so leading up to that point, I need to eat. Like I need to eat good food, because then after that, basically like I'm a really locked down. So I'm kind of like, I'm about to eat whatever I want on this cruise, but also I don't want to get too crazy because I'm about to be like in a bikini and stuff like that. So whatever. But for the most part, I'm gonna be eating whatever I want to eat. I'm gonna be eating kind of crazy. So do I need to have snacks? Because I really remember them having like a cheeseburger and fries. And maybe they do have food, but it's like that kind of food. I will keep that in mind. I'm gonna write a list. So I'm gonna get snacks with my family because like I said, I'm gonna fly to Orlando and we're gonna like stay at our resort overnight. And so I'll just make sure that I get snacks before we go. Where's like my cruise? Here we go. I'll put it in this one. Okay, what else do I need? So you said I also saw somebody say that I need a power bank. Okay, so cruise necessities. I need like a portable charger and snacks. Let me put snacks first so I don't forget. They don't have outlets? Let's see. What else is going on with y'all? Yay! China! It's finally winter break and you finally made it to tea time. Let me not open my legs on camera and be a lady. Have some decorum. It's just because of the angle. It's like when I was here, like I thought that I was lifting my... Anyway. Hey, China. Welcome to CommuniTEA time. As a fellow, I do get a winter break. Yes, my break is from like tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, so the 22nd, until like the 2nd of January, which is like kind of regular. But I'm not mad at it, because I tell you, when you work at the doctor's office, we had clients or patients. Why do I always want to call people clients nowadays? I never meet with clients. I always have patients. We would have patients on Christmas Eve and be back on January 2nd. Like, you don't have no days off. You're off on Christmas Day. You're off on Thanksgiving Day. So ghetto. So ghetto. And if you work at the hospital, you may not even be off on those days. So as much as I wish my break was longer, and I was considering taking off the week when we get back, because Miss America is that week. And also my cousin is like gonna do this like cabin trip, and I've never done like a cabin trip vacation before. But I don't know. I feel a type of way. And everybody's like, take your PTO. But I feel some type of way about taking off from work. Especially because we're hybrid. It's like, what are you taking off? And then taking off after winter break, it's like you just had a break. But I'm like, well, people want to go on vacation these weeks. So anyway, we do have a break. I wish it was a little bit longer, but it's better than, nothing for sure. Because been there, and in the future, I mean, I have these breaks. So very grateful for it. Hi, Kayla. She said, hello, doctor. You are studying for your MCAT right now, 4th and last attempt. I know that's right, girl. What's the date? Stick to it. Yeah. Again, the problem with my family is that we go in and out. Did I tell you guys about how my mom literally bought me like a new phone and a new iPad last year for Christmas, but we was doing no gifts? It's like, well, which one is it, Nina? Because this is embarrassing. That's why I'm like, I'm just going to get y'all gifts every time, no matter what. As long as I've got it. As long as I've got the money and the mental space, I will get y'all a gift. Last year, I was studying for the MCAT. Ain't nobody getting nothing from me. But this year, I can buy y'all a little something. I am. Oh, thank you so much. She said, I've seemed very happy. I am enjoying my job. Yes, I really like it. I really like it. I mean, it's hard for the days where you just have to like where I'm at right now, working on my first draft. For this in particular is for my capstone. The first draft is always the hardest, because you start with nothing and you're just writing and 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 writing. And yeah, it's a little hard in that sense, but that is just like, there's only strings of time when that's what I'm doing. Otherwise, it's like editing and editing and editing and editing and editing. The editing is like not as bad. It's fun. And even when you go back and write, when there's something already there, editing is much easier. But when you're just starting from ground zero, or like, especially when you're doing research, research is fun. It's fun though. It's fun to like find papers and read them, and then like, take things out and blah, 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 blah. But when you're like, okay, let's start writing. You guys know that SpongeBob meme where it's like, and then it's like, that is me. I be feeling like I am working, and then I look at my paper and I'm like, that's all I've done. Let's take a quick pause, since I think today we were just going to do a catch up. This was the end of the year. This was the Community Beauty and Brains holiday party. Oh my gosh, so cute. But we didn't even go through any of our segments, which is okay, because people were pretty quiet in the on my Instagram stories today. So I don't have many things to like talk about, but this is CommuniTEA time. So I have to do at least the tea time segment and let you guys know. You have already seen our mug of the day. Even though we already used her, and I have plenty of mugs that you guys haven't seen yet, I figured it's the perfect time. Like, this is the last CommuniTEA time before Christmas. So my favorite mug, Grinchiana, serving face. I honestly, I think she looks beautiful. I really feel like we look alike. Like, in the club with my twin, we be please somebody get me. What is wrong with me? I'm sorry, but me and twin and them, we be in the club vibing. I really feel like we look alike. Anyway, this is the mug of the day. And for our tea combo today, we did another one of the Immune and Stress Elderberry Lemon Balm with the organic raspberry leaf, because it's almost that time of the month. If y'all don't know, this right here helps out with cramps. It don't want to focus on nothing, child. And then I also, y'all know the vibes. I really have been enjoying the Crystal Light, the lemon one. Putting this in my teas because it makes it just so lemony. So that's our tea of the day, which I haven't even been sipping. So if you are drinking tea, let me know what tea you are drinking in the comments, and let's all take a sip together. Lemony. It's so good. Okay. Fun fact, I am sure I am a unicorn, but I have never worked from home. But that may be happening in the new year. How do you stay motivated without the feeling of isolation? Great question, Sharon. I feel like that you're not a unicorn. Well, maybe after the pandemic, you kind of are. A lot of people, had to go in. I had to go in. Um, I like the hybrid life at this point in time in my life. I couldn't do this forever, even though a lot of people, like I know literally my sister, she works completely virtual with her multiple jobs. And it's like if you ask her to come in person, she will quit literally. And she's done it before. It just depends on where you're at in life. If you don't mind like going in, if you're a people person, if you like the community, the network or whatever, if the commute isn't that bad, like sure. So how do you stay motivated? Well, the thing is that I enjoy my job and I also have deadlines. So if I don't want to necessarily, like, there are times where I don't work. I shouldn't say this on the internet, but like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be watching the vlogs. Like, I'm just not gonna write today. Or like, I don't really have something to do. So I'll just do other things. And you can always find something to do with your day, whether it be cleaning the house or making a really long meal that, requires a lot of time, or, working out really long, taking out your braids, you know what I'm saying? Like you can always find something to do. And so what I think is that when you're at work, you realize when you go into work and then you go virtual, you realize how much you don't actually need the amount of time. Like you don't need 8 hours in the day to get done what you would probably get done. Like when I do go into the office, I'm such a chatterbox. And even if I'm like, okay, y'all, I'm gonna go in a side office so I can do my work, I still end up talking like majority of the time. I get a lot more done in my days when I'm at home. And so I'm motivated by like the things I need to get done. And once they're done, I can do whatever I want to do. Sometimes I'm motivated so that way I can do other things. Like I'm like this past week, I'm like, okay, I have a deadline on Friday, but I also want to get these vlogs edited. That way when I go on my vacation, I can vacate and I don't have to, have the like be editing on vacation. So I'm both motivated by like my life things and also like by my work things. And if I was in the office, I probably wouldn't have gotten as much done because I would have been talking. I would have probably stopped for a longer lunch break. Like when I was working at the doctor's office, I remember having to like take an hour and I'm like, I need to leave this place, or like I need to have my headphones, like don't talk to me for an hour. Like I need to decompress. Even today I was thinking like, dang, I didn't take a lunch break because I ate breakfast a little bit later and I wasn't that hungry, and I just was wanting to get my work done. So I feel like when you're home, there's a different type of vibe when it comes to motivation. You're not necessarily motivated by like as long as you want to be in a routine every day and you get in a routine, even if you just do a little bit of work every day, you'll probably end up still getting the same amount of work done as like, because what you don't realize is how much time you waste getting ready, commuting, going into the office, networking, talking with people, stopping for lunch, and all those things. Like you can literally take all that time and then spend it on yourself, and then you'll be more energized and be able to take that energy into like actually doing your work for like a short amount of time for the day. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you feel the same way? For those of you guys who are virtual or hybrid, that's the best way that I can kind of describe it. Oh, snacks are unnecessarily expensive on the boat. But is it like the plant? Like, can I bring my own snacks? Thank you so much for letting me know that. I'm not a snacker though, but you never know. You don't want to be stuck in the middle of the sea because that's how they get you. They're like, yeah, you ain't got nothing. They have plenty of food. I just get tired of it by day 3. And yes, they're expensive. Gotcha. Okay, so it's not food, or it is food, but it's the same thing like every day. So I need to go about it and not thinking that it's like a feast. Let me try a little bit of this today. Let me try a little bit of this next day. Because by the time we get to day 10, I'm gonna be like, hey, maybe I'll be ready for my fast when I get back. Because I'll really feel like that's what I want. I want to eat so free that when the cruise is over, I'm like, I could low key go on a fast right now. Okay, my coworkers on my floor always have a Christmas party with games, lots of food, and drinks, including alcohol, which we're not supposed to do. But we're island people and it's Christmas time. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Especially something to look forward to every year. Oh, I was like, hey, what you talking about? You talking about your MCAT. Sorry, I'd be all over the place. Okay, so the date to be determined. You see some numbers. The other three, I left it up to God, but didn't do my part for real. That's so real. Any tips to break that 500? I don't know why it seems difficult and it's only average. Man, don't get me started on this daggone MCAT, man. I felt like I met a lot of people too. So this past week on Saturday, I went to the Regional Medical Education Conference for the DMV area, Region 6. And that's for the Student National Medical Association. I was able to actually speak on the panel. That'll be in the next vlog that you guys see, or not the next one, but it'll be in a vlog coming up. And oh no, not sorry to you, girl. I'm all over the place. But I was talking to a lot of different people, especially because they like split up between like pre-meds and like post-bacs and med students. And I kind of, you just network with a whole bunch of different people. So I heard a lot of people's stories, talking to a lot of people, and everybody struggles on that daggone MCAT. I just want them to get rid of it. Abolish the MCAT. Like, how much longer are we going to, it just doesn't make any sense why they make it so difficult to get in and make it so expensive, not only to apply, to take the test, to be in medical school. And it's like, but y'all need doctors. It actually blows my mind. That's a whole nother thing though. Again, similar to how like I feel so passionate about maternal mortality, I really believe that God is doing this because he wants to have like this divine agitation that then forces me to want to make a difference like once I get in, because I'm like, ain't no way this is not about if it's up to me, I'm gonna make something change between this and the way that residency is run. I'm like, but just in general, the US healthcare system is just trash. And I'm just like, Lord, why did you plant it on my heart to want to be a doctor? Like now that I actually have like my eyes open, I'm like, I'm in too deep. I'm in too deep. Oh, I'm in too deep. Like I'm just gonna pretend like I ain't see it. But there's so many things that need to change. So with that being said, you are not alone when it comes to the MCAT. It's something that is very difficult for a lot of people, even the many, many people who are in medical school or who are doctors and things like that. Wait, I'm just now looking at y'all comments. Y'all laughing at me, laughing at myself. One thing about me, if y'all don't know, I am my own best friend. Okay. Man, I be vibing with myself, which is why I can vlog, because I literally just be talking to myself and I'd be like, oh yeah, y'all there. Like this is easier because I'm like, oh yeah, y'all are here too. But I just be talking to myself. I'm sorry. I just feel like me and Grinchiana are eating today with a natural face. Yeah, I really do feel like me and the Grinch look the same right now. But anyway, definitely do your part. But I think that it just depends because everybody's things is different. Like some people, the content review is actually really, really weak depending on like what your undergraduate experience was like. And so you don't realize how much time you need to get the content review before you end up doing the practice test and practice problems and things like that. Some people, it could be like formulas because it's just so different. Some people, you maybe have never taken psychology. Like there's honestly, it's a lot of different ways that it messes people up, or that people like struggle with it or whatever. So I would say what helped, but again, this is just what helped me. What I was really struggling with were the biochem section and the chem phys sections. And what really helped me were creating mnemonics for the different formulas, because there's just so many formulas, especially for chem phys, because I did not have a good physics background, even though I took like 4 semesters of physics. They were all like, I Spelman, I don't know what y'all was doing. So it was very, very helpful for me to basically find shortcuts in order for me to answer the questions with the information that they were giving me, which means that you need to use formulas, but there's so many formulas that you have to remember. And it's kind of overwhelming to go into it. Like, I need to remember all these formulas when you really should have been like learning these formulas like over years' times and being able to put them into practice. So it's like, cut the battle in half and be able to just memorize formulas. That way you can utilize them. But then some people's problems are you're not able to even see in the question like what they're even asking you in order for you to know what formula. Like, you can have all the formulas memorized and be like, I don't even know what this question is asking me, because it's not asking me what's 2 plus 2. And I know, oh, I know how to do math. It's like reading this long paragraph and it's like, by the way, the 2's over here and the 2's over here. And then and like, oh, just thinking about the MCAT got me. Kayla, I'll be praying for you. It really just depends though, like what you need. And so I would say what also you can do is definitely take these practice tests and go through each question. And like, I know people say this, like, review your exams. We have to go through and see like what you're getting wrong and like why you're getting them wrong. Did I get it wrong because I had no idea what this question was asking me? Did I have no idea because I got lost when I was reading? Did I had no idea because I didn't have enough time? Did I have no idea because I've never learned this before? Did I have no idea because I was confused with a different topic? Did I have no idea because I was rushing? Like, then you can kind of work on your core problem. If you realize, well, I get majority of my problems wrong because I use the wrong formula because I think that they're asking me the wrong question or a different, concept. So that's what I would do, because then you can kind of tweak the way that you are studying to the reason why you're getting things wrong, because that's particular to you. There are like kind of buckets of things like I mentioned, but that will be different for you. Like for me, I had a really hard time when it came to Chem Phys understanding what I was being asked through a passage, but like I would get every single discrete question right. And I was like, so it's not that I don't know the answer, it's that I'm having a hard time figuring out how to pull what you're asking me from passages. And then for biochem, it was the same. And so I had like to learn how to do the whole mapping thing. And I would basically do the mapping like while I was reading it. So I'm like, okay, if I literally haven't opened up like a book in so long, I can't even think about the topics anymore. Like once I did that MCAT, it's almost been a year. I haven't looked back. I told myself I'm done. But I have to use like other things because I can't even remember. But let's just say I'm trying to tell you the story of how McDonald's was formed. I'm like, okay, McDonald's was start off in St. Louis. Okay, St. Louis over here. And then it's like we have two arches. Okay, arches, blah, blah, blah. Okay, patties. Okay, patties over here. Chicken McNuggets. All right, McNuggets. Okay, now I can put 2 and 2 together. Maybe this means McDonald's. Okay, so what does it mean with McDonald's? It's a fast food restaurant. Okay, so fast food, like you kind of have to like literally put the puzzle together on the side for biochem. And then when you're like, okay, McDonald's means fast food, which means drive-through, which means burgers, French fries, and milkshakes. Now, when you ask me the question, which of these things don't match? Oh, well, they don't serve tacos at McDonald's. So that's the wrong answer. Does that make sense? But it's like you have to do all that work before you get to the questions. And for biochem, I had to learn how to practice like deciphering, how to take things out the passages. That way I could quickly go through the questions. But I would be like looking at the question and then going to the passage. Because I don't know if this works for you guys. And sorry, I'm doing like such a long thing on on the MCAT. I'll move on soon. But I don't know if you guys remember this, but like standardized tests are all so different. And I remember back in the day being told like, read the questions first and then go to read the passage, or like, read all the answers and then read the question. That only works for some exams. Like it doesn't really work for the MCAT, even though some people say that, but like, it's a lot. But anywho, I wish you best of luck. I will be praying for you. I really, really will. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go on. I'm going to move on from there. Yeah. So raspberry leaf tea, this eases menstrual cramps, and you're supposed to be drinking it a little bit before your period as well. And it will help really any of your symptoms, your menstrual symptoms. It also supports a healthy pregnancy if you're in the other spectrum as well. I drink the raspberry leaf tea before my cycle and when I'm on my cycle. And I do feel like it helps. Like if I'm really, really cramping and I haven't been taking it before my cycle and I take it on my cycle, I feel a little bit better. I do. I've been working from home since 2020. I hated it at first, but you get used to it fast. I can't really imagine going in every day. No, honestly, like once you go, it's so hard to go back. But I went back and forth. It definitely, because you just do life differently. Like that's the only way that I can explain it. Your whole routine will change, and you will probably like your routine working from home more because you have more time for yourself. And it takes a lot of discipline. It's very hard to do that whole like 5 to 9 before 9 to 5, and then like your whole like 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5. It's possible, but it takes a lot more discipline. It takes a lot more like planning. Like you just like if I don't end up going grocery shopping and meal prepping on Sunday, I can do it on Monday and still probably get my work done and get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to make as many sacrifices. The discipline is less, but at least I know I can do it. But it's just nice when you don't have to all the time, every week. So yeah, I will unintentionally miss my lunch break to chat with patients. Oh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. No, I used to be like, ma'am. No, did I used to do that? It's kind of hard to say because as a medical assistant, I'd be there at the beginning part of their appointment. The only time I would like end up missing my lunch if I was doing surgery. And at that point, the patient is literally either knocked out or like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking to them. They don't want to be talking to me. I feel like for the folks studying for the MCAT, I had to take a practice at the end of my master's, and it was so nerve wracking. No, yeah. Oh, you said you feel for the folks. Yeah, for sure. Y'all need doctors, so make it make sense. Exactly. Thank you so much, Kayla. I really do believe that he has called me. So we gonna make it. We gonna get there. We gonna get in. Why are we going dark? Camera, stop playing. If I didn't feel like being lazy, I would turn the camera a little bit. But child, we about to wrap it up. Anything else y'all want to talk about before we call it a night? Mm. You have an externship on the postpartum unit, and the stories are so heartbreaking. Like, Lord, why did you make me such a softie with this hardcore purpose? Wow. I think it's for a purpose, like you said, because for some people, I just did like a B squared workshop the other day. And if you guys aren't familiar with that, it's like my mentorship program for high school age girls, where I give them my 4 keys to success, the things I wish I would have known before going to college. And those are be fearless, be strong, be smart, and be true. And the be true is all about like finding your purpose, like being yourself and understanding like what makes you unique. And that's finding your purpose and like living that out, because your journey is going to look different from everybody else in the world when you do exactly what you're called to do. Right. And so the example that I always give is kind of just like there are things that bother you that don't bother other people, or that tug on your heartstrings that don't tug on other people's heartstrings. That's what you're supposed to lean into. That's what you're supposed to walk towards, because you care about those things and other people don't. And if nobody else cares about it and you're supposed to be the one who cares, then if you don't do it, then there won't be change, you know? I think about it all the time because when I was in college, in addition to the maternal health crisis, I mean, there's many things that like tug on my heartstrings. Like one of them is like homelessness. People who are without homes, it's something that really bothers me, especially like here in DC or like in Atlanta, like as a person who really likes living in metropolitan areas and likes being in the cities, and even like understanding how different social determinants of health are also a part of the maternal health crisis. Like nutrition is a part of the maternal health crisis. Housing is part of the maternal health crisis. The environment is a part of the maternal health crisis. But I say all that to say that like there are some people who will literally be like, man, why is this man asking me for money on the side of the road? And some people will be like, dang, I ain't got no money on me. And there's some people who like, you got $1? You got $1? Give me your food. Like, I gotta give this person something because I feel so bad that like this is their experience that they're having, because I understand what it, whatever it is. And you don't have to have been in that position before or close to or known somebody to have that heart posture. Sometimes it's just like, that's how God created you. Like, that's what matters to you. And so yeah, we're softies, but that's because that's why that's because God has called you to it. So if you were so hardcore about it and you'd be like, I don't really care, or like, oh, dang, this sad, but like, I can go home and sleep at night, then you wouldn't be the best person for the job. Like, you care about them. It breaks your heart, but that also encourages you and inspires you to keep moving. So just a little tidbit on that. You are so welcome. I am praying for you as well, Dr. Chapman. Oh, definitely a physician at heart. Thank you so much. Ooh, Kayla, get her. Get him. Oh, you just got your first interview invite. Congratulations. Okay. So I actually just gave this tip as well during my branding panel at the Student National Medical Association conference this past weekend. And other than, of course, like knowing your application inside and out, being able to explain anything, especially any red flags, no, like you have to steer the interview. You have to know your pillars as a person and be able to weave them into anything that they possibly can ask you. That way they leave knowing what you want them to know about you. Right. So for me, those things are the fact that I'm a content creator and I am a mentor, and that I'm a maternal health advocate, that I'm a pageant girl, that I literally have not done like interview prep, especially like for my pageants in so long that like my pillars are like leaving me. But when I'm in pageant mode, I can like list them off. So you can ask me about, tea. Or you could even be like, what's your favorite Christmas movie? And I could say, my favorite Christmas movie is actually The Grinch, which is really funny because I have this really cute Grinch mug and I use it on my YouTube channel called Beauty and Brains 5. I have this live interactive YouTube show called the CommuniTEA Time where I do like peer mentorship, because mentorship is something that's really important to me. Like, I could go into so many different, like you could ask me anything and I'm gonna tell you what I want you to know, whether that be about my publications, my experiences, my passions, or just things that set you apart. So know yourself and know the things that you want to talk about, because A, they want to get to know you. B, you want to stand out, and you want to, again, the best way to stand out is to be unique to yourself. There are not going to be that many people who they're going to be like, that girl said that she has a Grinch mug. I wonder what that looks like. Or, oh, wow, she has a YouTube channel. That's interesting. Or, oh my gosh, she competed for Miss DC. That's really cool. I don't know anybody who's done that before. There are things that you have done that are completely unique to you. And they don't have to be like these big, large things. It can be a matter of like, every day I put my dog in a different shirt because I feel like, as humans get dressed up, like, why don't dogs get dressed up? They could be like, oh my gosh, I'm a dog person too. Or every year I get my family a new ornament for our Christmas tree. Like, it could be the simplest things, but think about, like, you have to really know yourself in order to stand out. That way they can remember you. And of course, just make sure that you are always being respectful, being kind, and showing why you would be the best fit for that school. So, like, do your research on the person who's interviewing you and the place that you're interviewing at. That way, when they ask you, like, why this school or why this program, or what do you think that you can add, or what would you change, or, who have you talked to? Like, they will ask you those questions. I've been asked all these questions before. Definitely be honest. And lastly, when it comes to healthcare stuff, I know that I sometimes struggle when they ask kind of like the MMI questions when it comes to like, oh, like if somebody were to cheat, or like if this person were to do this, like, remember that healthcare, the industry itself is like an honor code type of thing. So even if in real life you probably wouldn't snitch on a person, or you wouldn't like tell, or you wouldn't like turn somebody in if they did something wrong, like you would maybe talk to them first. Just remember that like in healthcare, it's like better safe than sorry, because lives are on the line. So whenever you're asked a question like that, lean more towards like the conservative strict side, because it will be seen as like trustworthy in the healthcare field. So but congratulations on getting an interview. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for you. And I know that you're going to do amazing. Definitely update us on the next CommuniTEA Time, which again, you guys, is going to be on January 3rd. So thank you so much for coming to the Beauty and Brains CommuniTEA Time holiday party. I hope you all enjoyed it. We were very chill and relaxed on today's CommuniTEA Time. Oh, yes. Tia said, can I share the first article that I wrote? You mentioned of law, but I didn't see it linked. Yes. So, child, they're taking a really long time for right reasons. It isn't published yet, but it will be published literally like within a week. I don't know what y'all about in these in these comments, but thank you so much, Lee. Okay. So yeah, I will definitely post it on my Instagram, and I will update the link in my description box of that video when it comes out, but it's actually not out yet. Like, it's done, but there's a lot of extra steps. And like the fact that vlog is so old, and it still isn't out yet. But like I said, there's a lot of things that it has to go through. It has to go through Marcom, it has to blah, 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 blah. Like, they have to put the graphics to it. But I have it. I can show you guys a sneak peek of it actually. Give me 1 second if you guys want to see it before we go out. This can be a community time exclusive. It's so cute. Oh, oops. Look at it. Ah! Now, there's like some edits that I had to make to this, basically. Sorry, it's like so bright. But yeah, there's some edits that I had to make to this. And it goes on. It's long. But that's like the gist of it. So yeah, you guys will see that very soon. Thank you so much for asking. Like I said, we'll share it on my Instagram, and I will share it on YouTube when it is officially out. Did I miss something else? Oh, I'm so sorry, Lee. I did not see that you said that you finished your first semester as a grad student with a 4.0. Hey, beauty and brains. So proud of you. Congratulations. Congratulations to everybody who has just finished a semester or who is about to finish a semester. You did it. All that hard work, all those late nights. You did it. Oh, I didn't even talk to you guys about my books. Last thing, I finished Bamboozled by Jesus by Yvonne Orji. It didn't take me that long, but it did because I've been working and editing, so I haven't had enough time to read. But love the book, definitely recommend it. I read it and I also audiobooked it. I did a lot of audiobook because she actually narrates it herself. So if you guys like her, then you will really like this. I mentioned it in a vlog, I kind of explained it, but it's a really, really good book, especially if you are in the beginning of your faith, or even just need like a refresher in your faith, or whatever it is. I think that it's really, really inspiring, very motivating. And I just loved hearing her story. And I love to hear how she not intertwined Jesus, but how she told her story, and biblical stories, and also pop culture and hip hop and all these things, like even her Nigerian culture. Very, very good. And it's also very interesting to hear how she got a book deal in 2019 before Insecure even started. So yeah, love this book. By the way, I have all my books linked on my Amazon storefront, which is in my description box down below. So if you guys ever want to check them out, there's that. I am going to now start reading this book. I'm waiting till I get on a cruise, to be honest with you guys. I'll probably start reading on the flight because, like I said, I got these deadlines. I'm literally like, I gave myself all these deadlines with the YouTube videos, getting them up before I go on vacation. And then I also have like my actual work deadline. So I'm feeling but you guys I've had a really fun time with you all tonight. So I'm really excited about that because this is like kind of calm me down. I literally have been like editing all day, but when I get on the plane and I'm finally disconnecting, I'm going to start reading this book, which is the third book in the trilogy written by Jane Allen. The first one was Black Girls Must Be Magic, and the second one was Black Girls Must Die Exhausted. And this one is Black Girls Must Have It All, which we must have it all. No, it's actually more like a we must have it all type of thing. Because it seems as though, the requirements for us. Oh, great question, Kendra. I am going to read Black Cake. My list, my TBR is very long. So I think I may watch it and then read it, because I think if I read the book, then I'll know what's happening and it won't be as fun to watch the show. I haven't started watching the show yet because even Scandal, I kind of fell off. I've either been like working, also watching Vlogmas. So I haven't been like watching any TV this month, but I think I want to watch the show. That way I can be surprised. Oh, another update. Y'all, we have so much to talk about. I did end up watching The Hate You Give, the movie. I finally watched it and I really, really, really loved the movie. I think that it was executed very well. That was like one of the best movie to book executions that I've ever seen. Of course, they took like some things out, but I talked about it in the vlog as well. And lastly, I access my audiobooks on Audible. I would love to get an Audible sponsorship. We're going to have an Audible sponsorship next year. I am going to listen and read this book as well. Like I said, I listened and I read this book, and I'm going to do the same for this one. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a quick read. So I'm actually going to pack one of my Toni Morrison books. I think probably Love, and then maybe one more book. But I say that to say about The Hate You Give is that the third book in that trilogy is on the come up. And I believe that is the last trilogy that I need to finish. So I'm going to read that one after this one, but that book is a little bit thicker, and I want to bring like small books with me. So basically, I didn't know that On the Come Up also has a movie. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to read this book now. And I'm even more excited to read the book because A, I really, really like that author. B, I just watched the movie of the second book. So like I'm kind of like in the world again. And now that I know there's a movie afterwards, another movie to book, I'm excited. But yeah, we have a lot of, and also by the time we meet again, I should have probably have seen The Color Purple by then. I told you guys that I was going to go see the movie, but I wasn't able to see it because early screening or whatever didn't end up working out. And the movie comes out on Christmas, but I'll be in the middle of the ocean on Christmas. But before the third, I'll probably see it. If not, I'll see it like right after. So yes, definitely keep sending in your book recommendations. I love being in, Rest is Resistance. I do have that book. That does feel like a very good vacation book. Maybe I'll bring that one with me. I think I could probably get through 3 books if I really, really wanted to, which I just may do it because I'm in my reading era. And it's just because, like I said, I'm not in school right now. And I love that for me. I love being able to do the things that I can't, normally do. Yes, double major, periodly. But yeah, I am definitely going to add Black Cake to my TBR, but I have to get through a lot of the books that I have already. And I should watch The Other Black Girl, and it's a book as well. I haven't thought about getting a Kindle because I really enjoy physical paper books. But hold on, I'm looking this up, The Other Black Girl. I will say that, and it's on Hulu. Oh, you know what? I did hear about this. What does the book cover look like? Thank you so much for this book recommendation. Oh, I think this is actually on my Audible list. Yeah. Well, the thing is that I think it's a really great way to like disconnect from being on screens. And not that I'm like I don't like to be on screens all the time, but like there's just something about like not being on a screen, It's like I work on a screen, and then if I'm studying or whatever, I'm doing it on a screen. If I'm watching YouTube, I'm doing it on a screen. So it's just something about like, let me not be on a screen right now, even if I'm doing Audible. So I just yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I just would prefer not to. Oh, that's what I was going to say. One of my cohort members actually sent me this thing on TikTok, which I had no idea about. And it was, sorry, let me find her message again. Don't you hate it when you open TikTok from a link and they want to show you everything? Okay. It's the All Black Book Affair. And it basically is a link that allows for you to access a whole bunch of Black author books that are either free or 99 cents, but on the Kindle. And I was like, dang, not on the Kindle. I wish I could show you guys. Hold on. I'm going to put the link in the description box. In the comments right now for you guys. So you can see like it's a spreadsheet, and then it'll show you like literally all the authors, the genre of it. So sci-fi romance, AA romance, contemporary, women's lit and mystery, a lot of romance on here, fantasy, whatever. And then it'll let you know if it's free or if it's 99 cents. And then the title of the book, and then it'll give you the link. And then you go to it, it'll take you like to the Amazon. So for example, this Snow King Catches His Snowflake, a Three Kings novel, book number 1, is right now $0 on Kindle. So you can like get a book for free. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this list and look at the different books that I would be interested in. And I believe that you can access Kindle books on your iPad. And I may do that just for some of these books that I would be interested in for free, just because it's for free, you know, especially if they're also on Audible, even though you have to pay for Audible too. But like, it is kind of a lot to do the paying for the Audible and for the book, but we're young, we're free. So yeah, if you guys are also in your reading era and you want some free books and you're also a Kindle girly, definitely check out that link. With that being said, we are now an hour and 20 minutes into our community time. But again, I really enjoyed this time with you all. So thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for participating. I really, really, really appreciate when you guys talk to me back. I really needed this reset in order to get back to working tonight, and I need to wrap these gifts. I need to look up the close to Barnes and Noble. But yeah, we were vibing, babe. Lee, why do I love you? You're a vibe. Period. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys in a new vlog on Sunday, and then a new vlog on Wednesday, the new vlog on Sunday, and then I'll be back that next Wednesday, January 3rd, for the next community time. Have an amazing Christmas and also an amazing New Year. I literally won't talk to you guys like face to face until the New Year, which is crazy, but I love y'all so much. Thank you for sticking by. I feel like I have to give like my end of the year speech. Okay. Thank you all so much for sticking by me this year. I'm actually like kind of upset that I took my sabbatical because I'm like, it wasn't that deep. Like now that I'm back, I'm like, because I feel like I have to work twice as hard to get back with you guys, but it's definitely worth it. I really appreciate our relationship. It is so special, especially to me. And I really cherish it. So I can't wait to go even harder next year, be more consistent the entire year, bring great content. There's a lot of things that I'm going to be working on while I'm on the cruise that when I come back, we're leveling everything up. And the podcast is coming back in 2024. So we're about to be content. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for staying a part of this journey with me. And I will see you all in the new year. Love and light. Bye.